Okay, so we're possibly looking at the start of World War III, and the crazy part is, I've had some interesting conversations with, friends and whatnot over the past couple hours. Just, a few messages here, voice messages back and forth. And simply put, and I don't know if you feel the way I do, not just about the recent bombings taking place, but just what feels like the never ending story of crisis and tragedy in the world. Let me know in the comments if you just gotten to the point where you're just numb to everything. What I mean by numb is it doesn't mean you're completely unfeeling or you can't be empathetic, but I think I've reached a point, honestly, probably years ago, where it's just gotten to the point with me that it's very difficult to process anything major happening in the world because it just seems like it. When I was growing up, heck, they even say now, older people say, if it ain't one thing, it's another. That's exactly what this generation, well, my generation, I was born in 91, but that's what it feels like. This person passed away. Recession. A war is on the horizon. This person in the White House is going to make all these drastic changes. And then I went through like a list with a friend because she's like, well, I'm not numb. It's the fact that you need to be ready and aware and everything. And I'm like, here's the thing though. Being numb doesn't mean I'm not aware because we cannot be unaware. The only way to be unaware of what's going on in the world right now, or in any point, honestly, is if you are completely disconnected from internet, social media, and whatnot. You pick up your phone, your iPod, whatever. You go on any app. It's always one of the top 3 things that pop up when you're going through your feed. It's something, this food's being recalled. Gas prices are going up. The president has made, and this is not just related to Trump, folks. This is like anybody in the White House. Anything just pops up. And I went through a laundry list. I'm like, you see the memes where it's like, this generation, millennials have lived through like what, 9/11, Y2K, Rona, pandemic, housing market crash, multiple recessions. Then of course, the generation we went to college and then we were told like, hey, go to school, get good grades, then go to college. You'll take these student loans out, but then you'll get a degree. Then you can, get a good job. But then that just went out the window while we were in college because it went from needing a degree to needing experience. And then we graduated 5-6 figure debt, landing jobs that we could have gotten without a degree in the first place. And then just all sorts of things happening. It's just that I just can't feel it anymore. It's like before I can fully process one crisis or tragedy, guess what? The news cycle is going to put something else in my face. Because just recently, we had the whole Tyler Perry allegations and $260 million. That fell out of the news cycle within 48 hours. And now the bombing happened, and that's what everybody's talking about. And it's just crazy because of the fact that my sister called me and like at 11:45 because she was about to get off work. Hey, we had a busy shift and things finally slowed down, and I got on my phone and I looked at the news and whatnot, and they talking about the bombings and whatnot, and if they bomb the White House, then that's like 6 hours from where we live at. Then we'd be in the hot zone and we're gone. I literally said, hey, it is what it is. She started laughing. And it's not the fact that I don't care. It's just that I kind of don't. It's just the fact that there's so much going on in my little corner of the world that you just got to learn not to get freaked out about what you can control. Heck, we had revival at church this week. What was it, Monday through Wednesday? Great. Loved it. It was just what I needed to kind of refill my spiritual gas tank. Because my personal slogan is busy but blessed. Because recently hit my first year being a homeowner. A lot of expenses, a lot of bills. Heck, I get paid, the 23rd, which is this month, basically tomorrow. Because as a YouTuber, in case you didn't know, you get paid once a month from Google AdSense. And the thing is, I typically get paid on the 21st. But if that day falls on a Saturday or Sunday, I don't get paid until the next business day. So I got a lot of bills that are circulating that I had to be like, yo, hey, can I just push it back for a couple days because I don't get paid yet? So basically, when I get paid tomorrow, I know a big chunk of that money is going to bills. But it's like they say, it's better to be quote unquote broke from paying your bills than to be broke from not working. But, with everything going on from like the fluctuating prices of groceries, and then summer started on the 20th. So basically 2 days ago, summer started. And you know as well as I do, as soon as summer starts, it gets warm outside, gas prices go up. And then, on top of that, being self-employed, taxes, I got to keep up with that stuff. And there's just so much stuff going on. And I mean, there are a lot of things I love to do more as a content creator and selling on eBay. So I'm just trying to do what I can. And if the world blows up, what am I supposed to do? So I'm just sitting here like with everything going on. And I'm pretty sure since the news of the bombing dropped a few hours ago, I know that, later today, and then of course on the 23rd Monday, that's all everybody's going to talk about. I don't know. All I can say is that, I'm not trying to preach to you or anything. I know, I'm a Baptist. I go to a Baptist church. I'm a Christian and whatnot. I just know where I place my faith in everything. And just because I believe in God doesn't mean I don't get stressed. But I've just reached a point where between like all the different things that black people go through in this country and people from different, walks of life go through as well. Just don't worry about the things you can't control. Stay informed, but don't freak out. Well, then again, it's hard not to, but it's like, what use is there freaking out? Is you panicking over something going to change the situation? All you can do is kind of step back, evaluate, and plan accordingly. That's the best thing you can do, because I just know for me, if it's all over tomorrow, then, well, it's all over tomorrow. Like, I just got to live my life one day at a time and just hope and pray things get better before they get worse. But I don't know, because as crazy as this news cycle is, like I said, I bet by Wednesday some other viral story is going to get everybody's attention, and this whole thing will fall to the wayside. So that's pretty much my message. Just try to, stay positive even when everything being force fed to you through the media is negative, and that's pretty much it.